butter is not melting. Oh, well, okay. Here's one trick. Can tell you that right away. If you want to melt butter, you have to turn on the heat. Okay, while we're waiting for the butter to melt completely, I'll show you what the next ingredients are. We have a pound of brown sugar by weight, right? Then we have a cup of corn syrup. We have 1 can of la leche dulce de leche. And we have a little bit of espresso sea salt. Okay, the butter is bubbling away. Let's turn the heat down a little bit and let it melt completely. Okay, the butter is melted. Now we add the next 4 ingredients. Pound of brown sugar, a cup of corn syrup. Let's see, let's take a couple of generous pinches, I would say. Oh yeah. See, I take a wooden spoon and scrape it out of the can right in here. Okay, this is it. Again, here we have la lechera dulce de leche, which is basically condensed milk that has been reduced, cooked down into a caramel, and this adds a substantial caramel flavor to our caramel. Okay, let's stir this up and bring it to a boil. The heat, I have it medium. I turn it up a little bit to just speed it up a little bit, Just got to stay with it and keep stirring once it gets hotter, so it does not burn at the bottom. What I've done in the meanwhile, so I took this Pyrex glass dish and buttered it a little bit. It's a thin film of butter. Another thing we want to prepare is a digital thermometer, or you can use a candy thermometer. I find the digital thermometers much better. So turn on the power. Beep, 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 beep. Hope you can see the rod is not in the caramel, the rod is out here, so it shows the room temperature. Nothing is better than a homemade caramel, I'm telling you. Oh, this is much smoother now. As you've seen in my recipe, I like to use a Mexican vanilla. It's just a real nice, whoops, the lid, here, get a whiff. Oh, it has this nice, typical Mexican vanilla aroma. It's just really good with it, caramel. I use this brand. Costs about $8 in the supermarket. Let's go check it out. Let's take this thing here and dip it in, but not so it touches the bottom. Just hold it like in the center. And where are we here? Let's see. 226. 226. Can you see it? Oh. What? Oh, it touched the bottom, so it goes right to 233. No, the bottom is much harder. Now, let's get it back in the center. Okay, 229. All right, we're to stir. We want to cook it to 236. Okay. So I'm gonna stir it a little bit. And now it's important to stir when it bubbles like that. Let me take this thing out of here. Okay. Now you need to stir it so it does not stick to the bottom. We talked about that. Okay. Now with the candy thermometer, okay, let me try again here. Put this in the center. Well, we are 225, 226, 29, 30, 31. Okay, 232. A candy thermometer is good because you can clip it to the side of the pot. You know, that's the advantage. But it's harder to read. I like the digital better because they're so easy to read. So 234, 235 degrees if you get it in the center. So 236 now. Okay, telling you. Yeah, it's all smooth at the bottom. So 236. We turn off the heat. Okay, we took it off the heat. And now we add the vanilla. Oh, it's nice and generous. It's going to bubble up a little bit when we mix it in. Okay. Just distribute the vanilla and we're off the heat, right? Okay, let's pour it in the dish. This is such a nice, intense, dark caramel. Look how pretty it is. Oh, is this nice. So we let this cool overnight. Several hours, best is overnight. Okay. To rinse your pot right away, it's easy to wash if you do it right away. Just fill it up with water and then, you know, with the sponge, just wipe it out. I mean, the sugar melts right off and it comes out clean in no time. I covered it with saran wrap. What is saran wrap? My pronunciation sometimes, I'm telling you. And here I poke a hole in here. I poke a hole in here so the steam can escape or so. It's just so it's protected, but it's still maybe another hole here in the other. So it cools a little faster. And just put it room temperature on a shelf in your kitchen and let it sit overnight so it firms up.